Flamingos are among the most recognizable and captivating birds on the planet. With their vibrant pink feathers, long legs, and quirky behavior, they seem almost too whimsical to be real. But there's so much more to these elegant creatures than just their color. Flamingos are large, social wading birds found in both the Old and New Worlds. There are 6 species of flamingos, including Greater Flamingo, the largest and most widespread. Lesser Flamingo, the smallest species. American Flamingo, found in the Caribbean and northern South America. Chilean Flamingo native to South America. James's or Puna Flamingo native to South America. Andean Flamingo native to South America. These birds are typically found in saline or alkaline lakes, lagoons, and estuaries where food is abundant and predators are fewer. The greater flamingo is the largest living species of flamingos. Most of the plumage is pinkish-white, but the wing coverts are red and the primary and secondary flight feathers are black. The bill is pink with a restricted black tip, and the legs are entirely pink. The call is a goose-like honking. Chicks are covered in gray fluffy down. Subadult flamingos are paler with dark legs. Adults feeding chicks also become paler, but retain the bright pink legs. The coloration comes from the carotenoid pigments in the organisms that live in their feeding grounds. The typical lifespan in captivity is over 60 years. In the wild, the average lifespan is 30 to 40 years. The lesser flamingo is the smallest species of flamingo. This species feeds primarily on spirulina, algae which grow only in very alkaline lakes. Presence of flamingo groups near water bodies is an indication of sodic alkaline water, which is not suitable for irrigation use. Although blue-green in color, the algae contain the photosynthetic pigments that give the birds their pink color. Like all flamingos, they lay a single chalky white egg on a mound they build of mud. Chicks join creches soon after hatching, sometimes numbering over 100,000 individuals. The creches are marshaled by a few adult birds that lead them by foot to fresh water, a journey that can reach over 20 miles, 32 kilometers. Despite being the most common species of flamingo, it is classified as near threatened due to its declining population and the low number of breeding sites, some of which are threatened by human activities. The American flamingo, Phenacopterus ruber, is a large species of flamingo native to the West Indies, northern South America. The American flamingo is a large wading bird with reddish-pink plumage. Like all flamingos, it lays a single chalky white egg on a mud mound. Between May and August, incubation until hatching takes from 28 to 32 days. Both parents brood their young. They may reach sexual maturity between 3 and 6 years of age, though usually they do not reproduce until they are 6 years old. Their life expectancy of 40 years is one of the longest in birds. Adult American flamingos are smaller on average than greater flamingos, but are the largest flamingos in the Americas. The American flamingo has adapted to its shallow water environment in several ways. It has evolved long legs and large webbed feet to wade and stir up the bottom of the waterbed to bring up their food source to then be retrieved. To feed, it has evolved a specialized beak which is hooked downward. The Chilean flamingo's plumage is pinker than the slightly arger greater flamingo, but less so than the American flamingo. It can be differentiated from these species by its grayish legs with pink joints, by the larger amount of black on the bill, more than half, and also by being a foot shorter than the American flamingo. Chilean flamingos are very social birds, who frequently communicate and live together in flocks. The flamingos communicate through vocalizations and body movements. Vocalizations are used for mid-flight communication and include honking, grunting, or howling goose-like calls. Each flamingo has a unique call, and a flamingo can recognize the call of its offspring among thousands of other flamingos. Males and females cooperate in building a pillar-shaped mud nest, and both incubate the egg laid by the female, taking turns to sit on the egg. Upon hatching, the chicks have great plumage. They do not gain the typical pink adult coloration for 2 to 3 years.
The James's flamingo is similar to most of the flamingo species in South America, but the Chilean flamingo is pinker, with a longer bill, which is not yellow, and the Andean flamingo is larger, with more black in the wings and bill, and with yellow legs. The easiest way to distinguish James's flamingos is by their lighter colored feathers and the bright yellow on their bills. All flamingo species are capable of flying. The flight feathers are easily distinguished in James's flamingos as they are the only black feathers on the bird. To begin flying, they run a few steps and then begin to flap their wings. The James's flamingo is smaller than the Andean flamingo, and is about the same size as the Old World species, the lesser flamingo. Breeding cycles in flamingos begin at 6 years of age when fully matured. The entire colony may participate in mating rituals at the same time. The females initiate mating by walking away from the group and a male follows. The female then spreads her wings and the male mounts the female. The female lays one egg on a cone-shaped nest made from mud, sticks, and other materials in the area. It is distinguished from other flamingos by its deeper lower mandible and the very long filtering filaments on the maxilla. It is the largest flamingo in the Andes and is one of the 2 heaviest living flamingos alongside the taller greater flamingo. The flamingo has a pale pink body with brighter upperparts, deep vinaceous pink lower neck, breast, and wing coverts. It is the only flamingo species with yellow legs and 3-toed feet. Its bill is pale yellow near the skull, but black for the majority of its length, and curves downward. This Andean flamingo is native to the wetlands of the high Andes mountain range from southern Peru to northwestern Argentina and northern Chile. Andean flamingos are migratory, with the ability to travel up to 700 miles in one day. In the summer, they live in salt lakes and migrate to the lower wetlands for the winter. The cause of this migration from summer to winter is possibly due to the extreme aridity of salt flats during the winter.